Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Moon card. Although this card rules Pisces, Moon card rules Pisces. Although this card rules Pisces, lunar energy is your energy. You are in command here, darling. All right. So with that said, this could be a week though where those more sort of nostalgic, past facing, reflective kind of Cancerian energies are coming up for you. We are in between that eclipse portal, or we're in the eclipse portal at the moment between them. If you haven't seen it, please check out the Into the Multiverse video that I put out, the midpoint and magic and madness. This is all about what it means to be in between eclipses and how this might be showing up for all of us in some way, shape or form. The fact that you have the Moon card as well, I'm gonna say this could be a week where you are maybe a little harder on yourself than usual. I mean, gosh, I don't know if we could be any harder on ourselves. This is just my moon sign. So, you know, whether you're a sun, moon or ascendant, I feel you. I know what it is to have a heavy emphasis of Cancerian energy in my chart. So, you know, but this week I invite you to cut yourself some slack. It may also be that you're able to look at the past over the course of this week in a very, very different way. You know, maybe without having so much of the emotion sort of tied into it, which would be really nice. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options, you have the Death card. Coupled with the Moon card, for some of you this could be dreaming of loved ones who have passed. For some of you this could be visitations. If you have already some sort of mediumistic tendency, this could be a week where you hear from those that have passed. You know, you could be getting messages from beyond, and this is really possible at this moment in time actually, because as we're in between eclipses, you literally are like the veil between the worlds, as they say, is thinnest. We've got one foot in this world and one foot in the other. This could also be that you are consciously deciding to lay to rest or let go of or release the past in some way, shape or form. So this could be a really powerfully cleansing week for you. This is a lot of water already, by the way, because we've got the Moon card, then we've got the Death card, which is Scorpio ruled. That's a lot of water, and it's a lot of reflective water. So this could be a really cleansing and healing time on the inside, but it is a time for you to be very, very gentle with yourself. This could also be breaking ties with the past in some way. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Six of Pentacles, all right? So finally we get some solid ground here. This in the communications and conversations, communications over this week is going to be very transactional, and this may be something that you are kind of observing, and it's like, you know what, it seems to be, for some of you, you might notice where interaction is one-sided or has been one-sided up until a certain point. For some of you, this could be a time where you're deciding whether you want the, this is one of those moments where you could be saying to yourself, I don't know if I want this to be, do I want this to be done or do I want to get even, is the question that I feel like you're going to be asking yourself in a lot of areas of your life, but specifically with your work ties and or maybe some friends as well. So this could be a powerful time where you're kind of saying, yeah, you know, I could get even with you on this, but actually it's better for me just to phase it out and let it go. This could be a time where you're saving or preserving your energies, and you know, we're all going to need them in the days ahead. You know, so enjoy this moment as it's kind of here. Now, that being said, for those of you that are studying or in any form of academia, the Six of Pentacles with the Moon, I almost want to say to you, like, this might be a time where you're considering either going back to school or you're already in it, and you're asking yourself, is what I'm paying at the moment worth what I'm getting out of it? And if not, how do I change that? So this could be a time where maybe you go to your school, your college, your university and say, listen, if I'm going to be fronting this much cash, you got to come correct. You need to come with better than you're offering me at this moment in time. It will be the same for those of you that are employed by somebody else. This might be where you decide to try and squeeze the berry and kind of let them know, like, you know, for everything that I do, I kind of feel like the pay or the rewards for it are not quite as good as I would like them to be. So this is a good time to negotiate, to play hardball, but try not to be too emotional about it. Yes, I know I'm talking to Cancers. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, if there's money that you need and funding, this would be a really good time to hash out the plan, but maybe not, and maybe even to put the feelers out, but not necessarily to action anything. All right. And then when it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, honestly, I think this is a lot of you are about to put down something that you've been paying for, maybe something that you've been fronting the bill for. It may also be a time where you're considering where it is that maybe you would like somebody to front the bill for something. So this could be a time where you say, listen, I expect maybe not even compensation, but I expect more support and I'm not currently getting it. So this could be a time where you really are going after what you need in that regard. For your love and relations, you have the Knight of Cups. So we're back to water. For those of you that have water sign teenagers, they could feature very heavily this week, and it could be a bit of an emotional blubber fest. So if you've got you know, teenage kids that happen to be water signs, this is a lot of water energy. And you know, whereas most of the time I think you can handle it, when it comes to seeing anybody that we love, you know, I don't have any kids, but I can imagine when you see somebody that you love go through it, it's hard enough, let alone like this little mini version of your heart that is now walking around in the world. So if you are a parent and you have water sign kids, this could be a bit of an intense week, I have to say, especially because you've got the Death card in the actions and options, which suggests that there might be a moment at which this week you are realizing, like, shit, I'm gonna have to start letting go here. I'm gonna have to start loosening the reins or cutting the bonds, or, you know, maybe cutting the apron strings. There's something here where it suggests it's being pulled apart, and your offer, your Knight of Cups, you doing that offering of the Knight of Cups is to say, okay, you need more freedom, you need more time, you need more consideration. I can give you that grudgingly, despairingly, but I can give you that. So watch out for this. If you've got sort of younger children, this could just be that maybe you're having to have tough conversations with them this week about, you know, stuff to do with the world. For those of you that are single, this could be some secret desires that you have that you're really wanting or needing to act out on at the moment. And it could be that you know, for some of you, maybe you grab the nearest body. For some of you, this could be that you really want or need to explore the depths of your psyche through that sensual or sexual connection, and maybe there's a frustration there. The Knight of Cups does suggest that there are offers, opportunities for this, but obviously, you know, whether you act on them or whether you go for any of this is completely up to you. For your money and materials, you have the Page of Wands. I actually like this. Now, there's no air here, which means this is all an instinctual week, right? It's a lot of water with a little bit of earth and a little bit of fire. There's no air. So it's like you're not really thinking this week. You're just this big ball of emotion and passion and desire and rage, and it's just all instinctual this week. So be mindful of that. Now, when it comes to your finances, the Page of Wands, this could be a time where a new project or a new endeavor starts to actually take shape. Like, you can see the first sparks where the fire is going to start to come to life. Because this is a deeply creative card as well, I often say to people, what skills do you have that you can immediately put to use in order to make more money? And this might also be a time to negotiate because of the skill set that you have. When it comes to your home and environment, I like the Page of Wands for home because it brings a light vibe, and I think this week you're going to need that as much as possible. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Page of Wands is usually the back, the heart and the spine, so look after yourself in that regard. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. It looks like a very emotional week, surprise, surprise, but with that said, have a great week. Take care and I'll see you soon.